This is the Red Sox POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, a night of first for the Red Sox as they extend their win streak to 4 in a row. With that, we welcome you to our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer and show host, spent time in the minors calling games for Batavia, Wilmington, Staten Island, and Aberdeen in the New York Penn League, Major League Baseball and ESPN Radio, 6 college baseball regionals for ESPN, cover the inaugural World Baseball Classic in Tokyo, Japan, and Scottsdale, Arizona, USA baseball events in Cary, North Carolina, Houston, Texas, and Minneapolis, Minnesota. We are providing reaction every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast also available on the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which is free and available wherever you get your podcast. On our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast, we're talking about Roman Anthony going deep for the first time at Fenway, Richard Fitts picking up his first big league victory, and the offense just continues to hit, and hit. Collectively, the Red Sox right now on a roll offensively. Our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast presented by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com, and you are going to receive 50% off on your first year. We want to hear from you. Audience participation encouraged from our everydayers and our first-timers. Hit that comment button. Share your thoughts on the Red Sox victory in the series opener against the Colorado Rockies. If you're on board with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel, you can also continue the baseball conversation on the X, on social media. Hit me up. We'll talk baseball. We'll talk Red Sox at Lennox on baseball. Red Sox, again, extending their win streak to 4 in a row. And if you look at the standings right now, the Red Sox are 2 games over 500.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Colorado on the board first. Brenton Doyle, RBI single in the second. And then Richard Fitts came back and got the next 2 batters with a ground out and a strikeout, and the inning was over. So the Red Sox down 1-0. But the Red Sox get going. They get going against Gomber in the bottom of the second. That 1-0 lead for Colorado, short-lived. The bats continue to go. Abreu, RBI double. Toro follows, 2-run double. And the Red Sox up 3-1. They went from there. Roman Anthony delivering 3 hits, including a home run. When did he hit the home run? It was a beautiful home run. And it came with 2 outs. 5th inning, Red Sox go up 5-1. Romy Gonzalez with a triple with 2 down. Anthony follows with a 2-run home run. If you see the home run on social media or the replay on Nesson, first Nesson reference, you're going to see that Gomber was upset. And he should have been. Fastball that was just above the belt, and Roman Anthony, folks, is going to do that a lot at Fenway Park over the course of his big league career. It went 418. It was 106.8 off the bat. It would have been out of 27 of the 30 big league ballparks, including Fenway Park. It would not have been out at Coors Field, home of the Rockies. It wouldn't have been out at Chase Field, home of the Diamondbacks, or in Detroit at Comerica Park. But Anthony hits the 2-run home run. Red Sox up 5-1. And let's talk about Richard Fitts. Once he got the lead, he really did a terrific job. He gave up a single in the third to Freeman, got a ground ball double play off the bat of Goodman. Moniak grounded out. He retired. He got the 3 outs on 7 pitches in the 3rd inning. Then a 1-2-3 4th, then a 1-2-3 5th inning, and then left with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Gives up 3 runs total. All 3 runs were unearned. Nate Eaton, just go to first base and get the out. That's all you got to do. How about Nate Eaton in the leadoff spot for the 3rd straight game? Double to open up the game, and the Red Sox didn't score. When the Red Sox had the 3-1 lead, getting 3 in the second against Gomber, you're sort of like, okay, how are they going to put this game away? And then they just kept tacking on. After the 2 runs in the 5th inning, Colorado got 2 in the 6th inning, and again, Chase Fitts from the game. But the Red Sox get 2 in the 7th, and then 2 more in the 8th inning. Solo home runs from Ceddanne, Rafaela, and Romy Gonzalez, both deep. Don't have Nesson right now. Road trip. Have the radio for a couple of more games here. Actually, I guess maybe one more game. Back with Nesson. But Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks made reference of it many times. Dave O'Brien, Lou Merlone, Lou with the glove on. Hey, by the way, I'll throw this out there. If you're an adult, You're 25 or older. No, let's say 30 or older. Have you brought a glove to a big league game? Have you put that glove on your hand, hoping for a foul ball? I did it years ago with my son. I had it because he wasn't going to have the glove on his hand. He was nervous. But have you done it? Because if you've done it, I'm okay with it. You're not going to be subject to ridicule here. Not at all. Not at all. But the Red Sox, again, 4 straight wins. And this is a great stretch right now. You almost don't know what the middle ground is for this offense. You really don't. Because after the Devers trade, yes, Rafael Devers reference, 5 straight games now with 10 or more hits. 14 hits total. 5 straight games with 10 or more hits. Part of numbers of the night. 7 extra base hits with 2 home runs in the 8th inning from Rafaela and Romy Gonzalez. So now 7 extra base hits, 3 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs. Last 9 games, 76 runs scored. You know there's going to be a funk at some point, but you just don't want one guy carrying this offense. So I think if they get 3, right now, up and down this lineup, they just continue to collect base hits and extra base hits at a high volume. Game in, game out now, almost going on 2 straight weeks. Take this right to the All-Star break. You've got Yoshida coming back, maybe as early as Wednesday. Alex Cora told the media that on Wednesday. But this is a homestand where you've got 7 in a row. Wasn't it great if you saw video prior to the game? Alex Bregman in the cage at Fenway Park, taking his round of BP. I'm not sure how many rounds he had, or maybe that was before regular BP, but he's close. I'm not sure how they're going to handle this because AAA, AA, I believe the All-Star break for them as well next week. And is he going to go out? I mean, he's an all-star. I don't think he gets an at-bat in Atlanta next Tuesday night. He goes there. He's an all-star. He's recognized, and he certainly should be. And written about and announced on Sunday, the all-stars. And how about Craig Breslow? Because I think you have to tie it in there a little bit. Craig Breslow, 3 off-season additions. Now, granted, they were 3 pretty big additions to the lineup and to the pitching staff. Crochet, all-star. Aroldis Chapman, all-star. Alex Bregman, all-star. All added by Craig Breslow in the front office during the offseason. I tell you this to tell you that to tell you this, because I did have this thought during the game. As they continue, I just gave you the numbers. Again, 55 extra base hits now over the last 9 games. You've scored 5 or more runs 10 times now in the last 16 games. And I wrote the name down recently, and I said Pete Fatsi. And there's been a lot on the broadcast recently of what the Red Sox have done differently. They're going one-on-one with hitter meetings. Maybe that's part of it. But when you wanted to pile on Craig Breslow, when you wanted to pile on and fire Pete Fatsi, and I've sort of been back and forth. I don't call for anybody's jobs, but I certainly believe a different voice. And these days, if you're firing a hitting coach and you're going in a different direction, you're probably not just cutting off the head. You got to take the whole thing. And that means Fatsi, the lead guy, would go, and the rest of the hitting staff as well. But they've stuck with him. And Alex Cora, the biggest thing, and remember, out of the All-Star break last year, Rockies embarrassed the Red Sox in the final game of the series after the All-Star break. It was Los Angeles. It was Colorado. It wasn't a great start after the All-Star break for the Red Sox in 2024. But when they gave up the 20 runs in that final game of the series against the Rockies at Coors Field, that's when it was pretty much announced. I think it was during the game and then sort of became official on the NESN post game where, hey, Alex Cora and the Red Sox, Craig Breslow is here. There's a contract extension. Alex Cora is going to be the manager going forward. And Alex Cora has been steadfast in it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And it's here now. It is here with what this offense is doing. So again, a night of first. Richard Fitz, first big league win. Good for you, Richard. Tip of the cap. Roman Anthony, first home run at Fenway Park. And some back and forth here on the Locked On Red Sox postcast, but also on the YouTube channel, the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel as well, where people can continue the conversation there too. And it's like, where's the power from Roman Anthony? And I said it today. Years in the minor leagues, hitting coaches would tell you the last thing that comes for a hitter in the minor leagues is the power. That approach a lot different decades ago when I was in the minor leagues. Hard to believe it's been decades, but it has been. It's been a long time. But that approach was middle of the field, alley to alley. Now it's pulled. Now it's put the ball in the air and all those different things. You see great power to the opposite field from present-day hitters, and that's even gone on now for 10-plus years. You see hitters going the opposite way with tremendous power. Baseball, bat, approach, all those different things. But the power is the last thing to come. Anthony hit home runs at AAA. But his approach, almost from day one, even not getting those hits early on, everything as advertised with Roman Anthony. You've got to be giddy about what Roman Anthony's doing. He does it against the left-hander. He's the first of the two. I'd like to see Marcelo Meyer in there against lefties, but Alex Cora, to a certain degree, is protecting him. And that's understandable. You got another lefty tomorrow, and then you've got a right-hander for the series finale on Wednesday against the Rockies, who are just, they find ways to lose. It is what it is. I mean, they play ugly defense on occasion, too. Again, the play by Nate Eaton, you could have gotten the out at first base, and you would have gotten out of that. The bullpen, Alcala, I love the fact, and we're going to get out of here in just a moment and get to your comments on the other side. Alcala gave up the double in the ninth inning, came back, struck out the next two, and got the final out to end the ball game. And at some point, he got a 4-3 ground out off the bat of Freeman to end the game after giving up a walk to Ritter. So we had 2 on with 2 down and left 2 runners stranded. At some point, you're going to start thinking about him maybe in a 6th, 7th inning role where it's runners on base. I don't know if they've got him there yet. He's more of a clean inning guy. But Murphy, inning out of the bullpen, hit a walk, a strikeout. Whitlock, through just 4 pitches, got the 1 out in relief of Murphy. And then Bernardino. Again, they're just gonna pitch him until he says uncle. But he works the 8th inning and retires the side with 1 strikeout on 12 pitches. Alcala throws 21 total pitches, but you stay away from Weissert, who, like Bernardino, can use a breather, right? Absolutely. Didn't go with Hicks. You had the 6-run lead. Didn't need Hicks in that situation. And Chapman, he hasn't pitched a ton of late. And he pitched the 8th inning on Sunday against the Nationals. How about that? Red Sox get a general manager, Mike Rizzo, and a manager, Dave Martinez, fired. Tongue-in-cheek, sarcastic, but wow, you sweep that series, and the Lerner family decided, hey, we're going in another direction right now. More numbers of the night. And we hear from you right here on the Locked On Red Sox postcast. That's next. Locked On Red Sox postcast, and we are presented by Monarch Money. Locked On Red Sox, your team every day. Hey, ever wish managing your money felt easier? With Monarch Money, it can. Whether you're growing your savings or planning a big purchase, Monarch puts you in the driver's seat. It's like having and being your own personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money is more than just a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all of your accounts, your investments, and all of your spending in one place. So in addition to managing your money, you can also start building on your wealth as well. When you start tracking your spending with Monarch Money, you may soon realize, I've done this. You may soon realize where you're spending your money. Maybe it's on dining out. Maybe it's on things that just, maybe you could cut back, right? Cut back and save just a little bit. Maybe it's subscriptions. Maybe those are adding up and you're paying more than you expected. When you look at your spending, it might surprise you how fast it just all adds up. The sooner you learn that, the better off you are, right? With Monarch Money, you have everything in one app, and it makes it easier to manage your money day to day. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com. Again, use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com, and you're going to receive 50% off on your first year. Monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONMLB, half off on your first year.
This is what.
Let's hit the right one there. There we go. All right, back at it. Where are we going? Going right to your comments. Who is our leadoff hitter? We've got a lot here. Jeff, checking in first. This Roman guy, yeah, this Roman guy might be pretty good. I'm willing to concede that right now. I think we all are, right? You got to be giddy about this guy. You really do, because he's going to be fun, and he's just going to get better, and he's gonna hit another slump. They're going to adjust again. They attacked him early on one way. He's made adjustments. That home run was beautiful, though, and Gonzalez the triple. Love the 2-out magic. Love it. Carlos, Fitz gets his first exclamation point with a first Fenway home run for Anthony. Go Sox. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Carlos. Who's coming in? Allie Bats. So good. Yeah, I'm not going to sing that, Allie Bats, and you're welcome. But yeah, Sweet Caroline, 8th inning. It's a little sweeter, right? Will Middlebrook says it once in a while. Why do they play this when the team's down in the bottom of the 8th inning? I love it. I do. Used to host Locked On Red Sox postcast, and a friend of mine had recorded Sweet Caroline at Fenway, and that was kind of one of my show opens, along with Take Me Out to the Ball Game as well. Allie, thanks for checking in. Carlos, yesterday I meant to put Gavna. Not okay. There we go. Fat fingers. Sorry, not sorry. Govna. All right, I get you. Thank you, Carlos. Appreciate that. Andrew the Goat. I'm not looking at your comment yet. I'm scrolling down on some more of the comments here. Andrew the Goat. Boy, we're going in places here, folks. That's going to stay there for a minute. Andrew the Goat, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that win tonight. Andrew the Goat, if you're a first-timer with us on the Locked On Red Sox postcast, he's a glass half empty kind of person. Right, Andrew? That's okay. Really good win by the Red Sox tonight. Andrew, love it, buddy. Love it. Giving you a fist bump right here and now. Lots to like. But again, this really should just be the beginning, because this team, are they playing now over their heads? Again, where is that kind of medium? 5+ runs a game? That's really good. Eaton, the only defense where it's like, oh, come on. Trevor Story did have an error. I was surprised. Trevor Story, just 50 errors on the season. Let me give you, I'm not going to hit you with more numbers tonight, but I do want to give you this one because I saw this in the Red Sox notes today. This shocked me because I do pay attention to this. The Red Sox this season, and they've been scoring. They didn't score in the first inning on Monday night against the Rockies, but the Red Sox have 70 runs scored in the first inning this season. That number's, it wasn't a big number. That number has grown significantly in the last handful of weeks. Remember the Angels series where you had to answer the Angels in the home first inning after they put up big numbers against the starter in the top of the inning at Fenway. But I tell you that 70 runs in the first inning, to tell you this, because this might surprise you too. That leads all of baseball. The Red Sox 70 first inning runs this season, that's the most of any big league team. I would have said top 10. I wouldn't have said number 1. I don't think I would have said top 5. Last one I'm going to share you with. I'm going to get your comments here. Allie Bats, this one had everything. Homer, small ball, decent up behind the plate. Yeah. Did you see Carlos Mendoza of the Mets get tossed from the game on Sunday on some of the pitches to Luis Torrens? Absolutely brutal. We may not have to talk about balls and strikes and home plate umpires starting in 2026. Think about that for a moment, will you? Stan Poppy 33, Will Middlebrooks may have said it best. This team is different, finding their identity. I agree, and I love Will. I really do. I've told you before. I've interviewed him before. We were both at ESPN for a spell there working baseball tonight. He'd be on, and he's great to go back and forth with. He really is. But yeah, there's an identity here. And it's, okay, we'll hit home runs. Is this a home run hitting team? It is, because I think they're top 5 or top 10 in home runs on the season. But this is a line drive, and that's what Will Middlebrooks said. Line drives. Hard contact line drives. George, nice win. Fitz, good. Roman and Abreu, stroking. Romy and Ceddanne, Blast giving insurance for the bullpen. And that's what you love. Ceddanne Rafaela homering late in the game for the 3rd straight game. And that adds on. That helps, because it's not all going to be roses, right? Sunshine and roses every single game. So offense, defense, pitching, defense. Let the offense sometimes bail out the pitching. Let the pitching sometimes bail out the hitters. There's nothing wrong with that. But right now, you've got both sides going very well. And you've got Bregman coming back. You've got Yoshida. And I'll keep saying it. You've got Dobbins, Houck, and Harrison is still down there. It seems like Harrison pitches every 10th day at AAA. I know that's not right, but you just don't hear his name a lot. Did you hear the crack of Anthony's bat? Beautiful home run indeed. Yes, I heard it on the radio. It was kind of back and forth, and Will Fleming just took it. And, again, off the bat, sometimes you just know as an announcer, sometimes you know as fans, sometimes you're at Yankee Stadium and you think every fly ball is going to be a home run, and it's not. That was tongue-in-cheek there and sarcasm in the end there in case you didn't get it. Michael, fantastic game here tonight, boys. That was expected. Live it. And I really don't want to hear the narrative of, well, you're beating up on the Nationals and you're beating up on the Rockies. Said it on Sunday. You've got Bayo, who's pitched well of late, for game 2. You win the first 2, then you're in the spot to sweep with Giolito on Wednesday. You've won the first. It's still on the table. Keep it going. Bigger need to make a run, a starting pitcher or a legit first baseman? That's from TD. I'm falling in love with Abraham Toro. I really am. If you could tell me that you're getting a bat at first base that puts the ball in play and plays a tick or two above Toro defensively, then yeah, I would want to go that route. Nothing on the market impresses me right now. I ride with Toro. And again, like Dom Smith last year early on, it was like, okay, send him back down. This isn't the guy. He's deserving of sticking around. He really is. So the starting pitching market, again, you've got 3 guys that you have. And remember, too, you have 3 starting pitchers in postseason baseball, and those guys are going to be on short leashes. You really want a strong bullpen. I want to see what happens with Houck. I mean, pitching depth is a myth. I don't believe in it. But you've got some numbers. Do you have quality and quantity, or do you just have quantity? We're going to see that. We're going to see how that plays out. So, TD, I don't know what this team needs right now. Craig Breslow's working it, I'm sure. If you can go out there, because I think the Red Sox are in a good spot with all the money off the Devers contract, where if there's a team right now saying, hey, we want to do similar, and a change of scenery and all the different things can come into play, maybe you're getting somebody that isn't necessarily on the market right now. Suarez from Arizona, rental. I'm not giving up a ton, and maybe you don't have to, but you're going to have to a certain degree because there are going to be other teams in there. And the Diamondbacks, Mike Hazen, they're going to work this for all it's worth if they're going to trade a couple of their bats. This team is clicking. Jan, appreciate you checking in. Fun to watch right now. Winning is contagious. Michael, they looked relaxed and looked like they were having fun. I'm happy about this. They deserve it. I agree 100% because they grinded. And whether they listen to the radio stations in Boston or, don't listen to the radio stations, word gets back to the players, and they know. Trevor Story in May knew, I'm not doing well right now. There was probably a heart-to-heart in there somewhere, people in his ear just trying to say, hey, it's going to come. You're going to be you. Duran, pinch hit, base hit, extending the lead, coming off the bench, extending his hit streak to 8 in a row. Trevor Story took the collar. That's okay. Other guys in the lineup picked up the slack, certainly, right? 14 hits, 7 extra base hits. Red Sox diehard. Also extremely happy for Fitz goes Sox. Let me go back to your first one here. The offense is on fire. Is the offense for real, though? Corey, first baseman. There you go. Corey, heard Pirates may deal Skeens. If so, then him. I can't see that happening. I really don't. And truthfully, as a baseball fan, if somehow, some way, Paul Skeens is traded, and I think that would have to be during the offseason between 25 and 26, but if somehow, some way they traded him this early in his career, that's bad for baseball. I think we can all agree on that, right? Michael, Red Sox diehard. Right on, bro. There you go. A little back and forth. Michael, let's see how much Skeens will cost us. Guys, maybe Gabby hits that, Locked On Red Sox. Yeah, sure. You if that truly is something that they're going to take, and that's Ben Cherington, by the way, in Pittsburgh. Yeah, but what's your trade package? Where are you starting? Patrick, my dad is going to make me eat my words. And Patrick, I think you're perfectly fine with that, right? And I would dare say my parents still make me eat my words on occasion, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Go, Dad. Patrick, I expected the Sox to get swept based on how they played against the White Sox. Oh, come on. Come on, Patrick. Shermy Y _10. Didn't get to watch tonight, but looks great to start the series. Absolutely. You missed it. Hey, you can see on the highlights and the playback if you have Nesson, but get a look at Roman Anthony's home run. Definitely do that. Hey, George, thank you. Right back at you, buddy. Appreciate you being with us. So thank you. Enjoy doing this. And isn't it much funner coming on here, except Andrew the GOAT, when they do win? And Andrew was positive tonight. That's the last thing I'm going to say about Andrew. Brody, great game. This team is getting back into baseball. And the perfect time, too, right? This is the perfect time. It's July. You're at the beach. You got the radio on. Nowadays, you got Nesson 360. I'm promoting those things, even though there's no pay on this end. There's a lot going on right now. And you just want to finish strong going into the All-Star break. I'll say, hey, the Red Sox have a scheduled day off or they have a much-deserved day off. You finish strong here over the final 6 games, 2 more against the Rockies and then 4 against the Rays. It'll be a much-deserved All-Star break. Chance to go 3 over 500 and extend the win streak to 5 in a row with Game 2 of the series against the Rockies. And that comes on Tuesday night at Fenway Park. Bayo going in the next game for the Red Sox, and then you get Giolito, right? Believe that's right. Giolito. Do we have that right? Yeah, Giolito set to pitch on Wednesday in the finale. Again, third time I'm doing this. I tell you that to tell you this. Kyle Freeland, lefty, 1.9, 5.49 ERA for the Rockies on Tuesday. Right-hander, Antonio Senzatella. 3 wins, 12 losses, ERA of 6.57. He's expected to go and slated to go against Giolito in the finale. Then you've got the Rays. Wow, it's going to be a good series. Just keep the bats going and take 3 out of 4. Win the series against the Rays. Tighten things up. Everything is on the table for the Red Sox right now. Everything. They've put themselves in that position. 2 over 500, winners of 4 in a row, and 7 of 9. Keep the ball rolling all the way through until the All-Star break, and then you keep it going after that as well. So, as always, we like to remind you, hey, by the way, I'm going to do something here, and if you ask, I'll tell you where I got it. But we do appreciate being on board with us with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. Again, on within minutes of the last out Tuesday night with our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. We're on within minutes of the last out of each and every game throughout the course of the regular season, and hopefully October baseball as well. We tip our cap to Monarch Money. And I tip my cap to you as well. George, everybody on board. Abby Bats, Allie Bats, Andrew the GOAT. You are now going to be referred to me going forward, as I tip my cap, to the Royal Rooters. Read that in a book tonight. References back to the early 1900s. That's what Red Sox fans call themselves. Royal Rooters. So that's what I want to do going forward. I hope you like it. I hope you understand it. And if you don't, I'll share more history down the road. Again, back at it Tuesday, latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. Hopefully we're talking about another Red Sox win and the team going to 3 games over 500. Locked On Red Sox postcast, number 1 place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your team, your winning Red Sox every day.